from Dallas. Out here at Adama, Shop Adama out here, Mockingbird Station. At the gallery release of his new exhibit entitled Jaded. Jeremy, tell me a little bit about the exhibit.
The work itself is, everybody sees costumed kids, and usually costumed kids are really happy and really elated to have on costumes. I mean, it's just part of our nature, even why people get dressed still as adults on Halloween, to become something that you're not. And when you see superheroes, typically it's because you feel like as a kid you can save the world. And so the older we get, the more we lose that concept or that feeling. We get a little jaded with just the whole way the world works, and we realize that in the grand scheme of things, if you take from the beginning of history to now, how little every single person on Earth has impacted the course of history. And so when you realize there's very few people that have actually impacted the course of history directly, you start realizing maybe I don't matter as much. Maybe I don't mean, all those times my parents told me I was great, or I could do this, or I could do anything. The older you get and you get stuck in dead-end jobs and dead-end relationships, and you realize maybe I can't do everything that they told me I could do. So you start getting to a point where you get comfortable in that. And so with paintings, I try to, and with how fast that the world is progressing and kids they have technology to just really, really get a little bit older and more mature faster than we did as kids. I wanted to show them still wearing the costumes, but already knowing that superheroes don't exist, or Santa Claus doesn't exist. And so they're just like, man, I'm a kid, but I have already such a bad outlook on just how the world works and how the world is. And so that's what those pieces were. And then with the Disney pieces, I thought it would be hilarious to have like actual animals in Disney clothes. I just wanted to paint a rat, and I thought it would be hilarious to put him in like Mickey Mouse shorts. And so from there, I just did like the rest of the ones I remember. And I'm gonna continue the series for the whole year. Every time I do a series, it's usually one or two. Like I'll do 5 pieces or 10 pieces maybe, like with different capsules, and I usually stop after that. So now I'm getting to a point where I'm trying to continue this series for the entire year, just to really exhaust every single thing I can possibly do with it, and try to get known for doing that instead of all these random series.
How long is the exhibit here at Adama?
It's here for a week. It'll be here for the whole week. It comes down, I think, next Friday.
Come pick up some pieces.
Yeah.
Jeremy also is the CEO and founder of Stem and Thorn. Tell me about the line.
Stem and Thorn. It's an art lifestyle brand that is pretty much for people that just have something going for themselves. Really, just challenging people to live their dreams and asking the question of, what did you do today to help you live your dreams tomorrow? Because everybody takes for granted the small details and stuff that you do every day, and they always look at, well, I don't have time to do this big project, so I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, exactly. Jaded, I'm not going to do anything. But it's actually a sum of all of the parts. So you have to do a lot of little bitty things that equal the big thing ultimately. So that's pretty much what the brand is, just showing the back end hard work and all the work that goes into just being an artist, being a creative person, whether it's art, music, poetry, just pretty much challenging people to put in those hours on the back end.
Speaking of the back end and other moving parts, tell me about the work of the city of Dallas that
I got invited, because I do photography as well. I got invited to do the photos for the Big Influence campaign, the first set of Big Influence campaign. And they just hit me up and they were like, hey, we like your work, can you come do this? Are you available this day? And I was like, I can be available. I can definitely make myself available. So it's pretty cool to be featured and honored with a lot of the people that were honored with that, who they featured in the Big Influence. I got to meet Emmett Smith, which was like surreal. I don't usually get starstruck, but I was shook when I met Emmett. I was like, oh, this is fucking Emmett Smith. Can I cuss her? Whatever. Anyway,
it's kind of like how I'm starstruck right now by meeting Jimmy Biggers. Tell me about what's next for Jimmy Biggers, for the line, for Stem and Thorn, for Jaded. What's next?
I'm really just gonna try to grow as an artist and try to grow as a designer and really just push myself to the brink of what I'm capable of now and really try to grow. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing now or have done up to this point has been a culmination of everything that I've learned. And so now that I'm out of school, I'm trying to challenge myself to even grow even further and continue to keep pushing myself to be better than I currently am. Not saying I'm great, I don't think that I'm great, but I'm damn close.
I think you're great.
I'm damn close. I'm gonna get better. Yeah.
If I was living under a rock for the last 5-10 years since you've been creatively conscious, where would I find you?
You can find me online or at my apartment painting. I'm usually painting. I don't go out much. I don't really have that much of a life. I have a girlfriend and a lot of painting supplies, so that's usually my life. But if you find me online, I'm like always on Twitter talking shit. So yeah, Twitter is Biggs UNKO. Stem and Thorn, everything spelled out, no fancy spelling, no Z's where S's should be, or any of that dumb shit. It's stemandthorn.com. Stem and Thorn on every social network, Instagram, Tumblr. I'm on Pinterest, even though I'm not a middle-aged white lady. Everything, like every social network, I'm on there at Stem and Thorn. So find me on there, and then you can find all my personal stuff as well. But yeah, Stem and Thorn or Biggs UNKO is probably where you can find me.
Thank you so much. That's Jeremy Biggers with the Jaded exhibit with Team Black Sheep Dallas. Find the young man, expect big things. Yeah. See y'all next time.
Black Sheep is the shit.